So yeah, I mean, you must be really excited to have re-signed with the academy. Just tell me how it feels.
Oh yeah, like buzzing. Like obviously, it's like my childhood club. Um, Last year I didn't get to play much rugby, so I'm just excited for a new year ahead. Hopefully, get a few games for Gloucester, get as many appearances as I can really.
Yeah, and you mentioned there it's your childhood club. I mean, the question I've got written down here is, what made you want to re-sign with Gloucester? And I mean, I guess that's it really, the fact that it is your childhood club.
Yeah, I think obviously since I've been in the setup since I was 15. I've always lived around here. Um, so yeah, it's like in my blood almost. So now I'm obviously gonna wanna stay here as long as I can. Ideally, spend my whole career. So yeah, that's the plan. And so yeah, it's just excited. It's excited really. Crack into a new season. Hopefully this one will be like a proper season, full set of games, and hopefully there'll be some opportunities.
Yeah, definitely. And you mentioned earlier that it's been a challenging year with lack of game time. Just tell me about how challenging it actually has been, as an academy player. And because there just hasn't been any A League or Prem Cup games to get any game time, has there?
No. So especially like there's abundance of centres at Gloucester, so sometimes even though the training numbers, I've been struggling to get training in. But they find ways, we find ways. So you have to work around that. So we've been side sessions, extras by yourself. It's just sometimes it's been a bit of a lonely year where you've had to do it by yourself, or you've been in isolation, for example, and you've had to find ways to get around it and still get your training in. But I feel like me and the other lads who have been in similar situations to me have managed it well. I think that's credit to them, credit to us, credit to the whole setup of being able to find ways around it. Because could have easily said, have 6 months off, but no, we've been in working hard, and I think it's paid dividend at the end of the season. And like the boys who did get an opportunity, I think it shows that they were ready the whole time. They never switched off, and so I think as much as it's been challenging, it's more been exciting to be able to work around it, find new ways, find different ways to train, and still keep fit, still keep ready for when you do get called up, when you are needed. So no, it's been a tough old season, but I think it's improved us as characters, improved our character, improved our just the way we work through things. So no.
I mean, that must be really tough. You're training, you're not sure when you're going to be playing, but you've got to stay fit and be ready. And that you must it must be really hard not to take your foot off the gas a little bit. Just talk to me a bit more about that and how you stay motivated. Stay motivated in the tough year it's been.
Yeah, well, I think that it has been tough. Like, I'll be honest, that sometimes I've probably have thought, like, what, I'm not playing, like, I'm not training as much as I want to be. But then I just think we got such a good group around us that as soon as you switch off for a couple sessions or one session, people clock on, they drag you back. Like, same for everyone. Everyone's had their highs and lows this season. Some people have more highs, some people have more lows, but I feel like as soon as someone switches off, the boys get behind them, and I think that's the main thing. Yeah, just your mates, like your teammates. I've been with half these boys since I was 15 years old, so they know exactly when I'm not switched on. So yeah, so I think it's just them. They know it. They know us before you almost know us. They get you straight back on it. So yeah, I think it just be that, just the mates, our teammates, everyone. Like, even with some of the coaches, I've been with them for like 5 years, so they know just as well as me. So yeah, I'd say that's the main thing.
Yeah, that's cool, and it's a really exciting time to be at Gloucester, isn't it? Obviously, we've got relatively new coaches right at the top of the club with George Skivington coming in. and then the training facility, which looks awesome, doesn't it? The new photos, and hopefully that'll be ready soon. I mean, you must be really excited about what the future holds.
Oh, but yeah, I think it's very exciting. I think everyone should be excited, really. Yeah, obviously we've seen all the new training plans, training facilities. Like that's going to be some of the best in the Premiership. So we have some of the newest, best coaches, best facilities. I feel like we'll be able, next couple of years we'll be pushing through, and I hope I'm part of that.
Yeah, definitely. Tell me a bit more about some of the other sort of centres at the club. Obviously, we've got Chris Harris away on the Lions tour. I mean, it must be unbelievable to be able to learn off someone of his sort of calibre.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it improves your game so much. You're there training with the likes of Aki, Bill 12, Chris Harris, and they've been playing the game at the top level for 5-6 years. Like they've been Premiership starters. So it's great. Like they teach you, they're always teaching you. They enjoy helping you just as much as you enjoy listening to them. So yeah, it never really gets old. You're always learning. And I think that's a great thing with the new coaches as well. Like you're always learning. There's never a session where you haven't done anything you can improve on. Like they'll always be helping you out. Yeah, that's you can't you can't fault, you can't complain when you've got an British and Irish Lion in front of you and you're to teach you. So yeah, it's class.
Yeah, that must be great. And I mean, in a way, I guess it's important you view that as because you could easily think, oh, there's so many good players in this position, I'm not getting game time. But I guess at this stage, it's still about you developing as a player, isn't it? Rather than necessarily, getting loads of opportunities at the moment. What are your sort of thoughts on that?
Yeah, like obviously, I feel like games are important, but you also have to put a bit of perspective into it. Like, I'm only 21 years old, just turned 21 years old. I would kill to be starting week in, week out for Gloucester, but in reality, that's not the case. So, if ideally I'll be able to learn from all the top dogs, all the like British and Irish Lion internationals, everything, and then play some rugby where I can, like whether that's A-League, Prem Cup, or on loan or wherever that is. But yeah, that's a dream scenario, really, being able to play rugby week in, week out, but then still be able to come into a Gloucester SAP on the Monday and have Bill, Aki, and Charis to talk you through your game.
Yeah, awesome. And just a couple more questions from me, if that's okay. Just talk to me about your sort of plans for the summer now. I mean, are you enjoying some time off? Or are you straight into pre-season now?
Nah, so we get like around 5 weeks off for pre-season, and we already had 2. So we had a couple 2 down weeks where we didn't really have to do a lot, kind of rest, get the body ready, because it's gonna be a tough pre-season. So just chilled out these past couple of weeks, but I'm starting to get back into it now. Just following, we get all the schedule, everything they expect from us and they think we should do, and we just stick to that. Hopefully I'll be in good shape coming pre-season.
Yeah, and are you looking forward to pre-season, or is it a bit daunting? And I guess it's a good opportunity. Everyone's on the level playing field, aren't they? It's a good opportunity to stand up.
Yeah, because since my first year in the academy, I haven't had a proper pre-season because my second year I was injured. Third year, COVID, so they had limited numbers. So since first year, I haven't had a proper pre-season. So touch wood, I keep injury free. I'm buzzing for everyone on the even playing field for a bit, and just being able to show what I got, really.
Yeah, and just finally, talk to me. Have you got any goals set for this, upcoming season, or are you just going to take it week by week?
No, I think I definitely will be just taking it week by week, as I still don't really know how the season's going to plan out. But no, I would love to I'd love to be in that matchday squad at least a couple of times this year. That's the plan.
Awesome, that's great. And just finally, so we'll do an announcement. I think it's either going to be next week or the week after, about you re-signing. And for part of the re-signing, we're going to mention sort of the club that you played for when you were a kid.
Yeah.
So who would that be for you?
Dursley Rugby Club.
Dursley. Okay. Are you still got fond memories of, just finally again, any fond memories of playing for Dursley?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I've got a fair few. Obviously, my dad coached the team as well. So yeah. So obviously, him coaching me, and us probably winning the County Cup plate final in my couple of years before I left. But yeah, because that'd probably be about it.
Yeah, that sounds pretty special. And also, again, I've got this written down. I forgot to ask it. If you don't mind, don't want to keep you for too long. But did you used to compete in judo?
Yeah. It's got a while ago, but yeah, when I was young, from 8 to about 15, yeah, I used to compete fairly decent standard in judo.
Were you any good? What did you win? Anything?
A few British medals. Yeah, so I was like in the England squad, like they call it like the pre-cadet, so like under 15s. I was in like the England squad of that. Got to travel quite a bit of Europe as well. So when you're that young, it's pretty cool. Few competitions in Europe, but yeah, mainly I won I think I got 2 silvers and 3 bronzes in the British Championship. So it's pretty cool when you're that young, traveling around the UK, competing every other weekend. So
yeah, you're pretty good.
I haven't done it for a while. I'm a bit rusty now.
Was that a difficult decision when you had to then probably choose between judo and rugby? How did you decide?
Yeah, I remember it was real tough. I remember there were a few tears shed and everything. I just went on enjoyment. I just went on enjoyment, and I enjoyed the team sport more, I think. Yeah, so I had to pick what I enjoyed more, because if you enjoy something, you're going to put more effort into it. So yeah, I picked rugby, and I'm so happy I did.
Yeah. Are there any skills, judo, it's sort of like the grappling, isn't it? Are there any skills you can take from judo and apply to rugby?
Oh, definitely. I think it has taught me a lot. Like, especially when you've got a big guy running straight at you, you might not be able to hit him back. You might have to soak him up and take a shoulder, make him off balance. So I think in that sense, yeah, it has. Yeah, very much so.
That's really interesting. Thank you very much for your time, Jack. That's all my questions. Have a good summer, and hopefully chat again soon.